Today is December 9, 2017. This is a short video. I recently purchased a tri-band mobile ham radio transceiver from a company in China. It's a QIT KT8900R. And when I got it, I noticed that the transmit audio was pretty bad, and a lot of my friends on a local repeater confirmed that. And the problem seems to be in the stock microphone. The audio on this thing is pretty poor. It's a electric mic, and the electric capsule seems to be fairly low quality. So I decided that I would build a preamp and use a dynamic mic. And what I came up with, I built this circuit out of a TL072 op amp. It's a fed input op amp. It's configured as an inverting amplifier. The mics are connected here. I have a 1/4 inch and an 1/8 inch phone jack. It's coupled into the negative input of the op amp through a 680 nanofarad cap. The output is tapped off of this pot and goes directly into pin 3 of this RJ45 jack here. There's two RJ45 jacks. This one has the input that the original mic is connected to, and the output here on this one on the right goes to the input of the transceiver. What I did was I cut pins 3 and 4 in this 8 wire line, and I inserted this amplifier in place of the original audio into the transceiver. I'm powering the op amp off of an 8-volt supply from the radio itself, which is on pin 7 of the mic jack of the radio. That line had a lot of noise on it, and I ended up filtering that out so I could use it. Originally I tapped into it and there was quite a bit of noise on the line, so I just used 1000 microfarad and a 0.1 microfarad capacitor across the 8-volt line on this device, and I filtered it, which seemed to work okay here. At least I haven't had any complaints from the receiving parties on the other end. And the op amp draws very little power, so there was no problem powering it from that 8-volt supply. Here's the transceiver. And this is the interface I built. It's got a push-to-talk switch that can be plugged into this jack. And this side is a RJ45 that connects to the radio. And these are the two mic input jacks. I can connect an 1/8 inch or a 1/4 inch jack. The other side has an RJ45 that connects to the original microphone, plugs into that. So to operate this thing, which I'll show you the inside, the input from the external mics come in here, through the amplifier and out through to the radio. The original mic is connected here. The push-to-talk line is connected here. This is all made out of scavenged parts out of old equipment. The mic connector here is out of an old computer motherboard. I think the only thing new was a couple of resistors were new. Anyway, the way this thing works, is the original mic plugs in here, and the cable from the radio plugs in here. And then I can plug in an external microphone, in this case a dynamic mic, into there. And any push-to-talk switch, a normally open switch, will plug into the push-to-talk line. And that will key the transmitter. Mic I'm using is just a dynamic mic. You may wonder why I have the original hand mic connected to this interface box. Well, there's a lot of functions that are performed on this microphone. There's DTMF, there's up, down, channel up and down, etc. And all of that information is fed into the computer over a data line on pin 1 of the RJ45 jack. I don't have to have that plugged in to use this thing. I can just use a external push-to-talk switch, which can be a foot switch or a desk switch, and plug in a dynamic mic. But if I want to use the functions on the hand mic, the DTMF and the channel up, down, etc., I have to have this plugged in. Here's another mic I'm going to try. It has the 1/8 inch jack on it. This is a Shure microphone. It's a dispatch type microphone they'd use in, for example, a dispatch center. And it's got a nice gooseneck and a cast bass on it. But I don't like the audio on this as much as that other dynamic, so I think I'll use that. Anyway, that's this project, and that's all for now. We'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.